comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Show me everything you have. Don't expect. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a good read on their opponent. Turns up the heat and cooks them with the combo. Player 2 with the life lead. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Does a good job of pushing back. Had the radar up and running. Grabs him. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Strings it all together. It's a good spot to use the super. Dashes forward. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Whips with that huge attack. Uses it in there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shoots off a fireball up close. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Hold your breath. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jump? Quick dash it. Player 2 chases them down. Chin-right kick for a mix, plus out the parry. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. A quick breather. Sure you can? Scrapping it out up close. Throws a fireball. Player 2 is dominant on super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Taking no prisoners. Player 2 bring.
Another fight is coming your way.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
everything you have!
No mercy for you.
Round one. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 1 has the life lead. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Stands firm and blocks the driving. Trips him up. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 creates a good... Oh! Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Life lead opens up. Burnout is triggered. Very solid corner switch. Takes a trip. Next in there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Player 2 chases them down. What'll happen here? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the check, looking to impress with this super. This right here is what Cammy's all about. Here it comes. The Delta Red Assault. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Jump in, finds the mark. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Starts with a jump in. Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. The super armor does its job. Cannon spike? Player 2 is maintaining the panda throw, ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Not shy with the grab. Player 1 has the life advantage. Super on. Saw him coming and goes for the force anti-air. What'll happen here? Still scrapping for control of the space. Gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Cannon spike! Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Hits them with a stop and pop. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Super now! Expect a tempo of the match to change. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this?
Locked on.
Couldn't finish them off! Can they still take the round? What'll be the plan here? What a read with that anti-air! Player 2 brings it.
Comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. That was a solid anti-air. Throws him down. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The super armor does its job. Had the radar up and running. Knockdown. Springs forward with the drive rush. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They're being absolutely relentless. They get the win by sustaining good corner pressure and not giving them any breathing room. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Uses the game for a super arm. No cookout complete without a Tyrion's end. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. They back the opponent into... burnout activates. What'll happen here? Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Even KO! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 has the life advantage. Got their eye on the air. Reads them. Where's their opening? KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Yo, put that away. Knockdown and player 2. Burnout activates. Overhead. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Low heavy. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Drops him hard. Okay, here we go. Sees the over. No lapse in judgment goes unpunished. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Somehow manages to block the jump in. The drive impact doesn't work. Denies the jump in. Close range projectile. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go? Gotta do better than that. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Solid anti-air. What's next? Vic drives it back misses. Oh, Russian handshake. Nothing stops this train. Screw pile driver. There's no escape. Oh, here we go. The overhead denied. Player 1, were they thinking? Gets the counter hit. Links it. It is over. I've seen a lot of fights in my game.
Comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Show me everything you have!
My pleasure.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Player 2 has used up all of their drive range. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Knockdown. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. This is a tough spot. All right, what's coming up next? We're near the end of the round. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Good job blocking the jump in. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Target locked and scoop. Player 1 has the life lead. Candid looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Scrapping it out up in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
The drive impact doesn't work. Manages to block the jump in. It's very solid Tomahawk Buster. Blocks it. But Field hits him with a stop and bomb. Target locked and scoop. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably pumps the brakes on the impact. Amazing! Turning him inside out and throwing him into the spin cycle. Dangerous range here. Condor wins. Nothing stops this train. Big time whip. Reach out and hug him. Nowhere to run. What's next? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Looking for a hole. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Fire! Oh, here we go. Are you kidding me? Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps of Tomahawk Buster. Did well to get the buff in there. Time's the only thing moving here. Definitely shuts out the jump in. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Backs them into the corner. Trips them up. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. They block the overhead and... taking stock. Goes in on the impact for nothing. No good up high. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Did well to get the buff in. The jump in is denied. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Target locked and scooped. Player 1 has the life advantage. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. They get the stun. This is a huge opportunity to end the round quickly. Drive reversal. Here comes the corner glove tap to close it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Gets a risky buff in. Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Whip super arcing fire. Oh, here we go. And whips. They're wide open. Fire coming through. Burns out. This can lead to some big damage. Hits him with the typhoon. Shows how the Thunderfoot 2 is. Player 1 is looking at a crimson just like the Big Chief. Courageous grab. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They've got to start cooking. A lot of pressure building up here. Drives it back, misses. Bob slip. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSFW. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. It is over. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Show me everything you have. I'll take on all of you.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the command grab. Lots of aggression from both sides. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Taking stock. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Life lead opens up. Decides to meet them in the air. Blocks the overhead. KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps up. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Jumps.
I am almighty.
No escaping that. Player 1 gained a hard-fought victory there. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets a chance with that jumping. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 has the life lead. Oh, with the drive impact. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Reads them. Heading into the end game now. Target locked and scoop. Were they baiting them into that? Russian suplex. And that's going to be a chunk of damage. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Decides to create some distance to start. Gets the jump in. Jumps up. Headbutt. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They hit them with a stop and block. Looking to impress with this super. Time to shatter some life bars and dreams. Hope you like gardening, because you're about to be planted. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Pumps the brakes on the impact. The overhead denied. This can lead to some big damage. KO! Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Nothing but air for the impact. Deal some damage with that quick combo. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Had the radar up and running. Not shy with the grab. In a dire situation. Target locked and scooped. In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Holds out with the block. Still very early in the round. Knockdown and the jump in catches them. Scrapping it out up close. A quick breather. Heavy punch sends them flying. Hits them with a stop and block. Looking to plant them with a pile driver. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. This can lead to some big damage. Hit that with confidence. Screw pile driver. You need guts to pull that off. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Sets up with the jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game hits him with a stopping bomb? Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player one has the rifle and whiffs. They're wide open. That's gonna leave him rattled. What are they gonna do? Raw super hard incoming. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player one comes away with the...
Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Anticipate the overhead. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player one with the life lead goes for the fireball. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Starts with a jump in. Well-timed command throw there. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Medium kick. Oh! There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback!
Round two.
Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Double lariat, and now that drive impact doesn't get through. Gets the jump, looking to plant him with a pile driver. Super hard on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Jinrai kick for just goes for it at this range. Closing it out with a super hard finish. Nice and clean. Taking no prisoners. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps up. Chops him with a shoryu. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player two has the super gauge advantage. The Jinrai, the jump in is denied. Big time whip. Dangerous range, sets up with the jump in. Bumps him hard. Both fighters are down to half life. Oh, putting the cherry on top. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. To play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Make smart use of the gauge. Good super. Nice fireball. Oh, there's a huge flatline zone. That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in a fight.
Great match. Guile.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let's get this mission started.
Hope you're not a...
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner, trips him up. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Goes for the drive rush there. Drive rush to keep it going. Experiencing burnout. Checks with a medium kick, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. One combo can end this round right. Digs in deep to get that drive home. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Denies the jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Sonic boom. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. It's a good spot to use the super. There's it all for the crossfire. This is what happens when Sonic Boom beats Somersault Kick for an all-out assault. A jump? Ooh, what a smart throw. Going in, forward rush. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Whoa, hold on. The move whips and they get nailed with the punish counter. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Overhead. Combo with the target combo. Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks them with a projectile. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Opts for the free flow kicks to get springs forward with the drive rush. Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Drive rush to keep it going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 2 will burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Midway point of the round. Time to get serious. Oh, could be the start of something. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. Drive rush to keep it going. Jumps up. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Are we going to see a comeback here? Here comes the huge chance after that wall shot. Dashes out the cage right there. What a finish! Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks them with the boom. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. What are they thinking here? Player 1 chases them down. Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with that last attack. Took some courage. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Springs forward with the drive rush. Were they baiting them into that? Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. A quick breather. Brushes that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? KO. Player 1 brings it.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let's get this round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Definitely shuts out the jumper. Knockdown. Still slugging it out here. Bops him with a target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sonic boom. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Checks them with the boom. projectile to try and change the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Holds out with a block. Pokes with a medium kick. Time's the only thing moving here. Player 2 has the life lead. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Breaks those shins. You've got to be mindful. This can lead to some big damage. Player closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Burns the drive gauge. Parries the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Who's gonna make a move? All right. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Player 1 in that dangerous grip opts for the super arm. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, burnout on both sides? Checks with the projectile. All right, what's coming up next? Can't tech the throw? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sonic boom. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fire. Flicks out the blade to creep up. Nails the anti-air. Hits with the overhead. Jumps. Player blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive recovers. Knockdown and good somersault kick. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Shows a medium kick. Are we gonna see an overhead attack? Dashes out the cage right there. Shreds them with a critical art. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. They got a big down throw burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Doesn't set the throw. Woo! I dare you to fight.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let's get this mission started. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Jump in, finds the mark. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Parries to cancel the fireball. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up. and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Surprises them with a drive rush. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Down to the wire. Burnout activates. Opts to continue the attack. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Knockdown and player 2 in dire straits with burnout. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Oh, burnout triggered. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Blocks the low kick. This can lead to some flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Burns the drive gauge. No good up high. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage out the opponent. What are they thinking here? Holds out with the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. That drive impact doesn't get through. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Knockdown. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drop. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks him with the boom. Who's going to start things off? Projectile to try and change the situation. This fight is just underway. What kind of brushes that off and keeps going? Uses the target combo as a filler. Hopes with a medium kick. Goes for the jump. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Hits the crossfire. Passing in those bars for some juicy damage. Player a super art. Sonic Blade to fishbowl reaction. Counting on the super to do the job. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Are we impact squashed? They got us a fool. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let's get this mission started.
This will be a good fight.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Player 2 used the life lead. What's the play here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Shoots off a fireball up close. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Springs forward with the drive rush. One shot. Burnout activates. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Sonic boom. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Long low attack hits. Scrapping it out up close. Still very early in the round. Jump. Medium kick hit. They return to center stage. Checks him with the boom. Jumps up. Dashes up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Springs forward with the drive rush. They were right to be on guard there. Breaks it! Burn out, but they kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Stands firm and blocks the drive-in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Low kick connects. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Changes the pace with an air dare. Strings it all together. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. In a diving somersault kick stops them cold. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checking their reactions with a fireball? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sonic boom! Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Perfect boom! At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Jumps in! Knockdown and barely blocks the jump in. Checks him with the boom. Are we experiencing burnout? Ends the meeting, hoping for a good return. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let's get this mission started. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Puts one in the pocket. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Finds the time to squeeze in above. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Both add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Sonic boom! Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Checks him with the boom. This is the range where things get charges forward. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. But, oh, burnout triggered.
Here we go.
Gutsy play with the grab. A quick breather. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Doesn't miss a beat. Very solid tomahawk buster. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Only I can hear it.
Final round. Fight!
Let's loose a boom. The last round adds a bit of OD spice. Sonic Blade's a fish for a reaction. Going on the offensive? Still plenty of time left. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Gets a risky buck in. Player 2 needs to wait till her burnout. Did they mean to do that? Hits them with a stop and pop. What's next? Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Plenty of health, full gauges. That's gonna leave him rattled. Both sides getting ready. The jump in is the super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Misses the drive impact. Goes for the drive rush there. Checks with the projectile. Strings it all together. Player 2 is just about up down to the wire. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player 1 intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Medium kick hits. Are we going to see some fire? Brushes that off and keeps going. Gets a risky buck in. Sonic boom. Quick burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Jumps. Hits him with a stop and pop. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on fire. Going in. Perfect execution in there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Sonic boom. Picks the drive reversal. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 1 with the life lead. What are they thinking here? The impact gets blocked. Charges in with authority. Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. Beautiful setup with that attack. Player 1 adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Tomahawk bust! Both fighters planning something? Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within the kick hits! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Gets a risky buck in, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Connects with medium kick, brushes that off and keeps going. Bumps up. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Medium kick hit. Tomahawk bust. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. A real test of nerves here. Player 2 can't let this flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Only I can hear it.
Final round. Fight!
Let's loose a boom. Who will come out on Tomahawk Buster to shut him down? Genius squeeze with that throw escape. Gold Fighter gets him with a Euro step. Clutch, anti-air. Player wants fire. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Drive impact misses. Gotta do better than that. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Leads on the flash kick to get them out of a jam. Player 1 is on the brink. Nothing stops this train. They think this time to bust this out? I can't believe it. Tomahawk Buster to shut him down. Answers with a fireball. It is over. Player 2 has got to be.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let's get this mission started. This round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? No go for the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. All right, what's coming up next? Absorb. Oh! In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player, they saw a path and they took it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Throws out a projectile. The jump in catches them. Checks them with the boom. The fighters can spring forward with a drive rush. Player 2 needs to deal with this, ends the meter, hoping for a good return. What'll happen here? Misses the grab. Big throw. Going in, drive rush to keep it going. Uses the target combo as a filler. One flawless round. They got him so quick. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Checking their reactions with a fireball. Blocks the impact. Shows a medium kick. Springs forward with a drive rush. Perfect move. Super Hearts on deck for both. Drops him hard. Barely blocks the jump in. Player pumps the brakes on the impact. A jump in. Boom. All the throw connects. Okay, keep drive rush. Ooh, you never know what gets. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Both fighters are down. You know they were waiting for that. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Player 1 is in burnout state. Okay, all in with a rush. Sticks out a kick. Super Art to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Chases them into crossfire, bringing the best of styles together for one lethal move. Sonic Blade to steal a turn. Saw it all. Impact squat. What are they gonna do? Oh, drive rush. Let's loose a boom. And eats it. The shot pays off. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Medium kick into. Dashes forward. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Was looking for that jump attack. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Throws them to negate the block. Drive rush. Gets in their face. And there's the wall splat. They can't get some. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The jump-in is denied. Snare zone. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Jump takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Jumps in. Sight springs forward with the drive rush. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Player burnout activates. What'll happen here? Player 2 is dominating this match. Flicks out the blade to quick drive rush to keep it going. Checks him with the boom. They were expecting that drive impact. Experiencing burnout. Are we gonna drop some hard? All in with a rush. What now? Raw super art incoming. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, they trade hits. Lots of aggression from both sides. Strings it all together. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown. Life lead opens up KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Sonic boom. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Connects with medium kick. What'll happen here? Shows a medium kick. Checks with a medium kick. Does the math, shows their work, and busts out the drive parry. Knockdown and... oh, could be the start of something. Jumps? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Hits up the counter. This is going all in with a rush. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Gets it the perfect couple, banks it on the fireball. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger!
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let's get this mission started. Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The jump in catches them. Knockdown. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Throw zone. What's next? Will this super art connect? Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Checks him with the boom. Where is their opening? Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Nice cross-up. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Throws him to negate the block. Connects with medium kick.
Black game, he's tuning up the band. Time for some fun. Hits him with his free flow.
Player 1, burnout activated. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Sonic Boom. Uses the target combo, springs forward with the drive rush. Checks him with the boom.
In with the luminous.
Player 1 uses their drive gauge. Who'll set the bait at this range? Throws them. Amazing drive rush. Gotta do better than that. Change of plans. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Turns out. Huge chance after that wall splash. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very
Trumps that off.
noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
You cut that boy off. He's clutch, anti-air. They are done. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. This can lead to some big damage. Sonic Boom. Jumps up. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Shoots off a fireball up close. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers can turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Next hit will end the round. Time's the only thing moving here. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Hits with the overhead. Jump, they were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checks them with the boom. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Big counter. Super art activated. Expect something big here. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Drink level max out. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. Just goes for it at this range. Dashes up. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. In there. Player 2 brings it.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Overdrive. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? What are they thinking here? No good up high. The low kick connects. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Are they going to fill up their super meter for a small advantage or concentrate on the offensive? So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. Taking stock. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Will this super art connect? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Oh, easy tech.
Connects with big glove tap to close it.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Checks them with a projectile. Close them. What's next? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it?
It's burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. A quick breather. Breaks those shins. Scrapping it out up close. Both fighters plant
Links it.
They quickly get back into
G2 Hadouken. Tops off the tank and scores the win.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Scuff him. There's an overdrive shorty. Checks him with the boom. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Medium kick hits. Excellent block. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Crowns him from above. Player, what were they thinking? Target combo into. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Medium kick. Oh, sniped. This is a complete shutdown.
Yo, rock super hit.
The low kick hits. Connects with the throw. Noticeable look.
Live impact. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that win back. Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Connects with medium kick. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 has the life advantage. Neither of them willing to back off here. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Knockdown. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Taking stock. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Projectile to try and change the situation. Trying to read each other here? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. All right, what's coming up next? Checks him with the boom. Perfect input on the sonic boom. In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Medium kick. Drive boosted Hadouken. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Still slugging it out, experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to spring forward with the drive rush. The super doesn't hit. Knockdown and Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Not much life difference. Sneaks in above. Charges up the plasma. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Will they gamble something here on a... Can this drive bring them back? Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Lots of... There's a burnout. Chisels them down. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Got their eye on the air. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Strings it all together, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fire. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Feeling out the spacing.
Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Medium kick hits. One chance here may end this match. He fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Oh, they can't ignore that KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Hits them with a stopping bomb. Dashes up. Burnout activates. Player 2 has the life advantage. Shinku Hadouken. That's not gonna hit. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter gap? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Showing some real tenacity. What'll happen here? Manages to block, brushes that off, and keeps going. Dashes forward. Links it. Connects with the throw. Keeps him out. Going in.
Yo, critical art now?
This is my chance.
Breaks through with the throw. Player 2 brings it home.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Let's get this mission started. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Starts with a jump in. Player 1 has the life lead. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 1 chases them down. Well-timed corner switch. Sticks the combo. The jump-in is denied. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some drive rush to keep it going. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Player, burnout activates. Checks them with the boom. They're both out of drive gauge. Will they press on or wait it out? Each hit is so important here. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Decides to meet them in the air. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Demon Guillotine crushes them. Grabs and throws them away. Zaku Huddle. From low heavy to... Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill. Taking no prisoners. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Checks with a projectile. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Taking stock. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Medium kick hit, KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? That drive impact is blocked. Bops him with a target combo. Jumps up. Checks him with the boom. They were expecting that drive impact. You've got to be mindful of experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty, brushes that off and keeps going. Sonic boom. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Looking for a chance. A quick breather. Jumps in. Just goes for it at this range. Not much life. Breaks it. Hits them with the fire. What now? What are they gonna do? Demon Ring punish counter on reaction. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. All right. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Knockdown. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Taking stock. Uses the drive rush here, just brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? They need to rely on their instincts here. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. That's a counter. Just goes for it at this range. Risky up-close scrap still going. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. Experiencing burnout. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Zakuhado. Demon Blade kick. Life lead is there. Ashes out the cage right there. Gets the critical. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they're gonna think of a follow-up. Player 1 meets with a super art. Do anything? Excellent read. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 2 is...
A new warrior has entered the ring!
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Opts for the throw. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Blocks the jump in. The attack is parried. Goes for the drive rush there. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Takes a trip. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
Opts for Shadow Ride. Knockdown and...
Gets some.
Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Shadow Ride.
Devil's reverse. Sonic boom.
Jumps up.
Hits with the overhead. Overhead. Grabs and throws them away. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush.
Brushes that off and keeps going.
Max SA gauges.
There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now.
A quick breather.
Player two, drive rush to keep it going. Their will to win is really being tested here.
Goes with the safe stuff with experiencing burnout.
Jumps. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Knocked him out of the air. Jumps up. Checks him with the boom. Brushes that off and keeps going. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter.
Max SA gauges.
Drive rush to keep it going. Getting up close and drops him hard. Sticks out a kick. Drive rush. Jumps. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out! Player two was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. This is gonna hurt. Opts for Shadow Ride. The throw is tech.
Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Goes for an overhead. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Very solid corner switch. Takes a trip. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Knockdown. Snipes him out the air.
Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital.
Checks him with the boom.
The fighters continue to check each other in the early going.
Medium kick here. Both fighters planning something?
Throws them to negate the block.
Springs forward with the drive rush. They were expecting that drive impact. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps up. Active combo hit. Drive run to keep it going. Opts to continue the attack. Uses the gauge for a super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. We have turns out. A real test of nerves here. Shreds them with a critical line. Such a smart way to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Player one is in a very good spot now. That tricep flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
I will tame you in final round. Fight!
Not in range for the throw. Shows a medium kick.
Both fighters look to set things up as...
Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Drive rush. A jump. The overhead denied. What's next? Player one, solid anti-air. What are they gonna do? Shadow Ride. Oh my God, what a throw tech. He's gotta do better than that. Sonic Blade for some cover fire. Blocks the low kick. Medium kick. Connects with the throw. Drive rush. Player two has a betting it all on the drive rush. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Ugh, take a seat. You notice the... Oh, that's how you punish. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money!
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Barely blocks the jump in. Bops him with a target combo. Grabs him. Still very early in the round. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Life lead opens up. Hits with the overhead. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this down to the wire. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy in there. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Combo with the target combo. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Knockdown. Sonic boom. Jump. Shows a medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Full SA meters on deck for drive rush to keep it going. Player one will look to apply pressure, wants to leave a mark. The unlimited cycle crush. Free history lesson. This move always hurts. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
M. Bison.
Player one.